outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Hi everyone and welcome back to another BOOKMAS video. So in today's video I thought it'd be fun to get my family to choose my reads for a week. So I got each member of my family to choose me one book and I'm going to read them this week. So my sister chose Checkmate, which I'm not took the label off. That's just what I remembered. Checkmate by Ali Hazelwood. This book I have been wanting to read for a while, and so I am very excited, and I've heard great things about it if I'm being completely honest, so I am very excited. And Ali Hazelwood's books I do enjoy, so I'm very excited for this one. Then we have Hopeless by Elsie Silver. This one I'm so excited for, and this is the last book in the series, so I am really sad to end it out, but I'm so excited to read it. So I think this might be the first one I start with because I'm so excited, and I have heard controversial things about this one, if I'm being honest, which makes me a bit nervous, but I am so excited for Ghost Story, so I am excited for this one. Then my dad chose The Ballad of Never After, and I'm so excited for this one. The first book I've rated, I think it was 4.5 stars, if I remember correctly. I really enjoyed that one, so I'm so excited to start this one, and I'm hoping to finish the series by the end of the year, so this will be a great start to the second book, you know, but I'm so excited to start this one. And then my brother chose Things We Left Behind, which is the thickest book in here. But this is the last book of the series that I've got to read, and I do want to read it before the end of the year. So I am excited to pick this one up. This one is Lucian? I'm not sure. And Sloane's book. So that is all the books I'm going to be reading this week. Well, I read quite quickly. We're going to pretend that didn't happen. Like I was saying, I do read quite quickly, so we'll see. But the first one I'm going to start off with is maybe Hopeless, because I am way too excited for this one. So let's go start Hopeless. I am loving this so much, which is a surprise because I absolutely love this whole series with everything in me, like my whole heart. I absolutely love the series, but I am just loving this. I mean, the way that Bo is with Bailey, I love both of the characters. Even Bailey, like, I absolutely love her character. She has gone through a lot. So this is about Bo, and he is suffering from trauma. He had a traumatic past. And then there's Bailey, who in her town, she is like one of the hated families because of her brothers and her father. So she is trying to like make her own life, and she's like working at a spa and stuff. That is basically the moral of the story. She's trying to get away and make her own life because she doesn't like it in this town, because everyone doesn't like her because of her family. And then there is Bo, who is trying to recover from his trauma, and I am loving it because I'm going to spoil a little bit of something, but every single day Bo will just sit at the bar and make sure she's okay, like safe. Like, he asked her when like she has to close the bar at night time, like what days, and he's always there to make sure she's safe. Are you kidding me? So I'm absolutely loving this, and I'm going to go and continue reading because it's so good. I am just loving this book even more. Every time I turn the page, I'm loving it so much more. I forgot to mention as well, this is also a fake engagement, if that makes sense, because Bo came up with the idea that obviously he is quite popular in the town and she isn't, so he thought that if they're like engaged, she'll be able to get an interview for a job, because no one would give her a job or an interview for a job because of who she is, and she was finding it really difficult because she needs the money to get out of that town. So Bo was like, let's pretend that we're engaged and hopefully you'll get like an interview. So he's trying to help her out, and this is definitely I don't know, I would say this is definitely like Boy falls first, but they kind of both fall for each other at the same time. But I would definitely say Bo falls a little bit sooner than Bailey. Like, literally as soon as he like saw her, it was kind of like he was attracted to her, you know. I'm not gonna say love because that's a bit strong, but I am devouring this book. I'm reading it so fast. I'm definitely going to finish it tonight. I'm telling you. Although it's not that late. It looks late. It's not. It just gets dark earlier. But I am so happy I decided to pick this one first. I'm loving it. I highly recommend it. I'm so sad that this is the last book in the series though. I finished it. I absolutely love this. I'm definitely going to say that I'm going to rate it 4.75 or 4.5, I'm not sure. The ending kind of bothered me a bit. I felt like it was a bit dragged on for what it was, and I felt like it was a bit dramatic. I don't know. Not really, because it was like, it was her feelings, and like it was the only thing she thought she had without saying much. But Everything else I absolutely loved about this book. I am going to be raving about this book, honestly. I would definitely say, I don't know, I can't rate the series because I love them all. Like, I couldn't say what one's my favourite. I absolutely did love this one. Is it better than No, Paulus is 5-star. I know, but I just absolutely loved this. Yeah, I'm going to stop saying that now because that's what I can say about this. But now I think I'm going to move on to Checkmate by Ali Hazelwood, because I have been wanting to read this one since I got it, since it came out, and I'm very excited. This is about 2 chess players. It's a chess one, and Mallory and Nolan, and I think Nolan is like one of the best players or young players, and then there's Mallory who has quit. So I'm gonna go and start this now. Okay, so I ended up finishing Checkmate and I didn't do an update, I don't think, no. But I think I'm going to rate this one a 3-star. It's a YA, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy it. I did have a good time reading it, hence the 3 stars. But I felt like I loved the chess partake in it. Like, I've never read a chess book before and I found that really interesting. But there was a bit too much chess at times where I just didn't want the chess to be involved. But when it was in good times, I liked it. Does that make any sense? Probably not. It makes sense in my head. Also, I personally didn't feel a connection between the characters. I don't know what it was. Like, yeah, okay, fine, maybe they can end up together, but I didn't really like the characters. Not that I hated them, I couldn't like them because I just didn't really feel that connection between them. Maybe that's a me thing, I don't know, but that's one of the issues. Also, lastly, I felt myself page checking. Like, there was times where I just kind of got bored with the book, and I don't know if that's just me or the book itself, but I was fine with Hopeless, so I'm not sure. But or maybe I just read too much today. I've done a lot of reading today. And there was times I was page check, I was like, is this over again? That sounds awful. I do love Ali Hazelwood's books. I just think maybe this is like my least favourite from her, but I still did really enjoy it. I don't want you guys thinking I hated it, because I honestly didn't. I didn't dislike it. I did actually enjoy it. I would recommend this book. That's the thing, I would recommend it. Maybe I just didn't read it at the right time. I don't know. I can't tell you what it was, but I would recommend it, and I just want to make it clear I don't hate it. A 3-star is good. Just for some reason in the bookish community it seems to be a bad rating, but it's not. It just means I liked it. It's an average book for me. Right, I'm not sure what I want to start. I might start The Ballad of Never After. I'm thinking I might start that one. So I'm going to go and start that one, and I'll give you an update. Okay, so I've read one chapter of The Ballad Never After, and I feel like it's just not for me right now. In the sense of I am going to read it, but maybe tomorrow, because I am really tired and sleepy, and it's a fantasy obviously, so it's just a bit like difficult. I need full brain power to actually read it, and obviously I don't have that at the moment. So I think I'm just going to read a bit of Things We Left Behind, and then I'm just going to stop reading for today because I have read too much and I think it's getting to me slowly. And then I'm going to come back tomorrow and we will get back to this challenge. But yeah, so that is probably it for me tonight for this video. So I will be back with you all tomorrow. Okay, so it's actually a few days later and I haven't done any updates because it's taken me a while to get through this. So I'm reading Things We Left Behind and I'm actually 346 pages in and I'm liking it, but I am quite disappointed. I honestly thought I'd like this one more, and I kind of agree with what the reviews were saying when the book first came out, where like it was really anticipated and then you kind of get let down. I do find myself bored, and I have been going backwards and forwards between the audiobook and the physical copy, and what I find when I start to get bored, I'll listen to the audiobook instead, and I don't know, I'm just finding it very difficult to get through it, but there are parts of the book that I am enjoying as well. I don't know what to think of it, to be honest. I feel like it is being dragged on way too much. Like, it definitely didn't have to be this long. It could have been like 200, even 300 pages shorter. Yeah, because it's like 500 pages. It could have been a lot shorter, and I feel like it would have helped. There's a lot of unnecessary things about it at the moment. But we're going to see how it goes. At the moment, it's okay. Like, nothing's happening, but like, it's not boring at the moment, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so it's actually a few days later now, and I have finally finished The Ballad of Never After. I just didn't do any updates for it, unfortunately. But I don't know how to feel about this. I would definitely say this is like a 3 or 4 star for me. There are parts that like I did really enjoy more than the first book, but then there are a few bits that kind of confused me. You still don't get many answers, but there are a few questions answered. I don't know, I'm very confused and very conflicted about this one. I am excited to read the 3rd book and then to wrap it all up, but I haven't heard as many good things about it. I'm not sure if I actually enjoyed this one more or less. That is, or like the same. Don't know. I think this is one that I'm gonna have to think about more to actually like genuinely have a full opinion on it. This was the last book for the video, so that is it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Bye.